Take a look around a tense office meeting, and you will notice the employee who watches carefully before speaking, her eyes darting nervously around the room to read the temperature of the table. You might also spot the colleague who corrects every suggestion, insisting on doing things a specific way, or the man who reacts with immediate hostility, going on the defensive the second someone questions his idea. And then there is the person sitting at the far end of the table. They clearly understand the discussion, but they remain silent for the entire meeting, withholding their insights from the group. It is incredibly easy for society to look at these frustrating moments and ask a simple, judgmental question: what is wrong with these people? These behaviors represent highly organized layers of adaptation, architectures of safety built to protect a vulnerable core. To understand the defensive adults sitting across the conference table, we have to leave the boardroom. We need to rewind the clock to the childhood classroom, where these strategies were originally constructed. Picture a diverse elementary classroom during independent work time. It's quiet, students are focused, pencils are moving, but one boy sits with a completely blank paper. He keeps looking around the room. He watches the teacher. He watches the door. He watches the other students. He isn't lacking focus. While some children enter a room looking for connection, others enter looking for safety. His scanning is a deliberate, necessary search for security. Across the room, 4 students sit at a table working together. One girl begins to rigidly dictate the workflow, correcting another student's answer because that's not the way the teacher said to do it. She starts rearranging the shared materials. She straightens every paper, every pencil, every notebook. Her peers exchange exhausted glances as she enforces exact rules over their space. Adults usually call this bossy. But for the child, it is protection. Surviving uncertainty means trying to control the environment. If everything is organized, correct, and completely predictable, then maybe nothing unexpected will happen. The child secures their environment through a highly successful, logical strategy of control, neutralizing the threat of uncertainty. The environment shifts out in the crowded, chaotic hallway between classes. A boy is accidentally bumped by another student. The response is immediate escalation. He pushes the student back. He shouts, "Don't touch me." His breathing accelerates and his muscles tense into tight fists as a teacher steps in. He doesn't act this way because he wants conflict. He acts this way because he learned early on that the safest position is defense. If danger is coming, you strike first, because once, conflict meant survival. Back inside the classroom during a group discussion, the teacher asks a question. A quiet girl clearly knows the answer, but she purposefully keeps her head down. Even when another student gives the wrong response, she stays perfectly still. She survives by becoming invisible. By staying quiet, needing nothing, and drawing zero attention, she mathematically reduces the chances of being targeted or hurt. Fast forward 20 years. The boy with the tight fists in the hallway grows into the defensive man with the clenched jaw in the boardroom, reacting quickly to any criticism. And the invisible girl with her head down grows into the adult sitting silently through the entire meeting, holding back even when her voice matters. The survival strategies we build as children rarely disappear. They solidify into the psychological armor that dictates how we navigate our adult lives. We can return to that watchful boy in the classroom, but this time the atmosphere is warmer. The teacher notices his hesitation and stops to observe. She kneels beside his desk, getting down to his eye level. She quietly asks if he needs help, offering a non-threatening moment of support without forcing him to write. When we understand behavior as adaptation, we have to permanently drop the judgment. We stop asking, "What is wrong with this person?" Instead, we begin asking a different question. What happened that made this specific strategy necessary? Shifting from judgment to genuine inquiry is the only way we can begin to intentionally design safe environments, both for growing children and the peers we work beside every day. Because when an environment is truly safe, the external threat is removed, and without the threat, that heavy psychological armor can finally be set aside. It is only in the total absence of fear that new, healthier strategies can finally grow. Behavior is never random. It is an echo. This is Behavioral Echoes with Dr. Wallace.